Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and today I would like to tell you why I don't want to be a real estate agent. Of course, you can say that this profession has a lot of advantages, but it is essential to know another side of this coin. Using all my experience, all my knowledge, and my period of time when I tried to be like real estate agent, it was like a first step. So I was not so it was like an idea, and I only started communicating with other people to think what they think, to talk with them and ask what they think about real estate agents. And very often my friends and those who are like acquaintance, they always told me that, oh, I don't really like them. They are afraid of real estate agent, and they don't like dealers who sell property very often, and I understood it. As you know, my friends are extremely rich people, and I think that their thoughts and their vision is very important when you make some decisions. So you should listen to their opinion if you don't want to fail. And so when I saw their eyes when I asked them about brokers who sell real estate, I understood that they don't need to continue communicating with these people, so they are not close with somebody who sell real estate. They don't keep in touch with them. Such wealthy people don't really need real estate agents, because the competition in this market is extremely high, and everybody wants to sell you something. And that is why I understood that it is not my way of development, because I really like people who wants to be with me, who wants to communicate with me, to continue communication, to be more close with me. And I understand that such people needs like a knowledge, like a brain. And real estate agents, in many cases, they are only like a managers, so nothing depends on them, and they are not able to make discounts. So such wealthy people, they try to avoid giving money to anyone, and they want to buy something as cheap as possible, and they don't like a ring real estate agent or a real estate company that take a lot of money. And if we talk about Russia, in our country, it is possible to buy property without real estate agency. I know that abroad, in some countries, it is impossible because of law, but in our country, you don't really need intermediary. And there is another reason why I don't really want to be real estate agent. It is not safe. So very often when you are investment advisor, you communicate with people in office, and of course you can be in like a room, or there could be nobody else, only you and your client. But it can't be compared with the thing when you are alone with your client in the property. So when you are at office, there are a lot of people there, near door, near your room, and like a cabinet, near your cabinet, and a lot of cameras. So it has like a it brings safety. And if we talk about real estate, then when you are a real estate agent, you take keys of the apartment and go there alone, and you are only with your client. And the majority of people who have money in our country, they are men, and the age could be different, and in the most cases, those who can afford buying luxury and expensive real estate, they are at the age of my parents. And so I am a woman, I am a very young woman, and it is not safe to be alone with another person. You don't know what is in his hand. And I really think that it is a very important factor for me. If I was a boy, or if I was 40 years old, maybe everything would be better, because people, they would not have some awful thoughts. Of course, there is like a chance that somebody likes you and tries to do something that you don't really want. And physically, the people, men are more than I, and so it is very, very unsafe to be real estate agent, I think, everywhere in the whole world, because people have like a nature. And that is why when you are investment advisor, you can have some procents of working with real estate and with property, but you don't really need to only show this property. So you communicate with this person for some time, and the period of your sale is more different, is longer. And in this case, you can meet with person before, and you can know how he behave, his eyes, his behavior. And of course, it doesn't mean that you are safe in 100%, but it decreases risks. And if we talk about real estate agent, you can see your client at the first time at real estate, because you should show this person property that you sell. I thought about being real estate agent some months ago, and I tried to find the owner of agency in Moscow, and I was shocked. I asked all my acquaintances if they know somebody who owns a real estate agency, or maybe they know real estate agent, and I was shocked that they didn't know anyone. But but I found 5 property developers, but it is crazy. And I understood at that moment, maybe rich people become rich not because of owning real estate agency. Maybe it is not such profitable business, but I know some people has who own their own company, or whose parents own uh, company who builds which builds buildings. And it is quite funny that I was able to talk with a person. He is the age of my parents. He is very clever, and it was like a fate that I was able to ask him some questions, and our conversation last maybe 30 minutes, but they were extremely useful for me. And he built some years ago commercial property, not in Moscow, in another city in Russia. And he told me that and actually his company was had like a 900 millions rubles capitalization in one. It was the maximum point. Of course, not it was not so big company, but once it costed, it was evaluated at least near 1 billion rubles. So it is quite, it is very, very good. And so I think that he is a very clever person. And so I told with him that about investments, about about my life, and he told that maybe you didn't find anyone who owns real estate agency or who work as a real estate agent because people around you are very rich and successful, and they have such money because of other business, and because this business is not so profitable, and it is much more profitable to build houses. And he told actually that the cost of after sale, so this meter costs like this sum of money, and after finishing this like repair and building is okay, after people build houses, then the cost increased 4 times. And actually I have my friend, he is a boy from a wealthy family, not from Russia, but from country nearby. Actually, I don't know if his family-owned company that works here in Russia or not in Russia, but he studies here in Moscow with me. And I told with him some months ago, maybe 1 year ago, about after COVID, a pandemic and problems with our country. I asked him what they do, and he told that they finish some projects, and they didn't started new projects because it is not profitable now. They have like a, they build houses by their own money, of their company. So he told that they didn't take credits, and because of problems and economical crisis, they decided not to start a lot of new projects. And what is more, I asked him about the price, and he told that the cost of like apartment that is at the beginning of like building this building would cost, so that the profit to the company would be more than 50%. So the company take more than 50% from their like apartments building. And there is another moment that he mentioned, that they make some discounts for very close friends and family members, but not for others. And it was interesting moment that they so I asked him about real estate agent, and he told me that they don't use services of real estate agency, so they sell everything by themselves, and they don't need to give like sales to other people, so everything is okay, and they can give a small discount, maximum 20%, but I really think that it would be 5% in reality that they can really give to somebody. And he told that his company doesn't really need real estate agents, so they didn't need to collaborate with them, to work, to have some projects. So I hope that you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you later.